So what I've been working on today is this seat. It's the passenger seat of the car. There you go. What I've done is I've taken this off, which is the rack that it sits on, and that's being cleaned, and all of this is going to be replaced and restitched and refoamed. We've taken the hardboard that was here out. I'm going to get that recut to the seat so it all looks fresh and slimline underneath. The seat itself is in really good condition, so that doesn't need anything doing to it whatsoever. For that we've just been using these socket sets just to get the bolts off. So that was the challenge for today. Also today what arrived was these. So this is a big package from Paul Matty Sports Cars, and these from Amazon. What this one is, this is a weather strip, which is a new one of this. So it goes all the way around the door of the car. It just needs new ones, so it's going to shut properly. So we've got 2 weather strips in there for both doors. We've got bolts, 4 bolts for the front bumper, which need replacing anyway because they're all rusty and horrible. And weather strips for inside the doors, which I will show you have, well, it should be there really, and there's not one there, or if there is one there, it's all perished away. In these 2 boxes down here are just grommets that we got from Amazon, that it needs to plug some holes that are in the boot, which I may be able to show you if there's any light. There's just a couple of holes. You can't really see it here. So it's petrol in there. So they're literally just to fill holes. That's all they're for. Inside the car, I'll show you inside. Inside the car so far, what we've got going on, so we've got under there, it's still the same as it was. The back of the car, we've taken all the rear seats out and all the bits that go in between and the carpets and everything. This side, we're in the process of recarpeting it all. It's not fitted, we're just cutting it to what it needs to be really and seeing that everything fits, which is going well, but it's just a long process, to be honest. But it'll look amazing when it's done. New carpets, as we all know, look amazing when they're in a new car, when they're in an old car, not a new car. Also what we've been doing is this. So let me show you. We've cut, you may have seen, we've cut all of these new panels for the boot, and we have waxed them. I'm going to make sure I get the right ones in the right place. Basically, they all fit in the boot, and they all fit really nicely. The next thing is to carpet all of the boot, which we've had a problem with. That's why we haven't done it, because that was the main thing. We wanted to do the boot first and work from the back forwards, which was the original plan. That's why we cut all these and everything, but we figured out that that's the fuel pump, and these are loose. There's a little bit of fuel that's leaking out of there. So they need replacing, which we're going to do in the next couple of days. So obviously you can't carpet something with fuel leaking into it, or you just have to rip it all back out and there'll be no point in doing it. And we need to move the immobiliser, which is currently underneath the steering wheel, which is a bit of a stupid place to have it. So we're going to move it to the back next to the battery, so it's out of the way. So that needs to be put in the boot before we can carpet it all. But as soon as those 2 things are done, which will be done by the end of this week hopefully, As soon as they're all done, it can all be carpeted and all be finished, and then that's done, and then we can move to the rear seats and the front seats and do them at the same time and carpet all that, and then it's onto the dashboard. Now the dashboard's proving to be the hardest bit, to be honest, because we can't find anyone really that is a specialist and without charging over the moon to actually do it, because we need the dashboard out, because we've got a brand new one inside. So what we've got is a brand new of one of these dashboards. We've got a new one of those inside, which, you know, would cost a fair few pounds, but this one, as you can see, is all cracked. You can see that it's all got cracks in it all over the place, but that's easier said than done, taking that out. As you can see, there's a lot of wires behind it. You can see better this side. There's a lot of wires behind it, which I can't do, as I know very little about electrics. So I want a specialist to do that, really. But when that's, I mean, the engine's running well, it starts on the key. We've been starting it for the last week, once every couple of days, and it starts really well, which is really, 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 really good. Actually, never thought we'd get that started in the first place, to be honest. For months, that was going to be the last thing we were going to try. So that's working. That just needs a tune now from our mechanic, and just oil change, things like that. The chassis underneath, we cleaned it. When did we clean it? The day before yesterday. So that'd be Monday, I think we cleaned it, or Tuesday. And it's looking really, really good. It's looking really clean. I would get down and show, but I haven't got a jack in here to jack it up, so you wouldn't really be able to see much. But it's looking really nice. It's looking really good. The only thing we don't really know about the chassis at the moment is there isn't a receipt for a new chassis in the history file, which is always a bit worrying, because obviously these cars need new chassis. Well, every 10 years or something like that, because everything's on that chassis, and the original ones are very prone to rusting. So a lot of them have Spider chassis on them, and Spider are the company that make them, and they're about £2,000, £2,500 for one. This one underneath looks like a Spider chassis, but there's no receipt for it. Now, if you spend all that money on it, I don't really understand why you wouldn't keep a receipt, or you'd make a point of writing down that it's a new chassis, but there's nothing in there saying it's a new one. But we're cleaning it and hopefully going to find a Spider engravement on there at some point, but we haven't found one yet. But it doesn't look like an original chassis. The shape of it's all slightly different, and the colour as well. Spider chassis are red, original chassis aren't, and this is a red chassis underneath, bright red as well, so it looks relatively new. There's not a lot of rust on it. But apart from that, what else have we done? Oh yeah, this is the under carpet that we're currently putting in, and it goes, as it says, underneath the carpet. Just to sound deaden it all, and everything. Little things we've done. What we've done, we replaced these. We've got new, nice new mirrors on there. Little things that we've taken all of these out and given them a clean. All the wheels have been redone. All the car's been polished and buffed back and everything. But as you know, it all takes time. It takes a lot of time to do these cars, and it's proven to me it's not as quick and easy as the MGs. Finding parts for these cars are incredibly hard. Like, we need some door cards for this, and the door cards are these. You can see that they're the pieces that go in here, just cards. We've got all the carpet and everything for it, but we need the cards, and nowhere makes them, and no one's selling them, and we need them to the spec of this car and to the colour of this car and everything, and that's proving very hard to find. We don't really want to make them ourselves, as we want original parts on the car, because originality is always best with these cars and always worth a lot more. So yeah, those it makes the car look really bad when you don't have door cards, because you open the door and it just looks like a real restoration job, which it isn't. We've taken a lot of things out and people look at it now and think, bloody hell, you've got a lot of work to do. But we've only taken out the seats, we've taken out the rear seats which are under there, this which is all in, you know, brilliant condition. The seats are underneath there which are in great condition, they don't need anything doing to them. I'm just refurbishing all these things under here, all the little sun visors, things like that. You saw the video where I did that. So that's what we've been doing. I mean, these go underneath the seat, and they've just been repainted and remade. But yeah, that's what we've been doing really. We've got this little cool thing for Christmas, which is a little model of this exact car, only in blue. It's the same year. It's a +2 S130 4-speed, which is exactly the same as my car. And they're very rare to get your hands on, apparently. I don't know if he just said that to make it sound like a better present. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, what do you think? She looks good. Looks good. She's coming bit by bit. It's going well, but it is bit by bit. So it's not as active as the MG was, because you just do a little tiny little thing today. Like today, I've literally came out here and taken that off this, and taken the card out to get recut and sent that off to get recut. That's all I've done today. It seems like a little thing, but you can't do everything in a day. These cars just take time and patience. And yeah, so this is a bit of a different video. No edits, no cuts or anything. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. This should be on YouTube. I think this will be going on. So like and comment what you think, any tips or anything you have, or any questions, anything like that, anything you'd like to see me do, let me know. Yeah, like and subscribe and everything, and I'll see you guys soon.